Welcome to the first official introduction video to my channel. I know I did another video like about a month ago, but that was just me, being funny, having fun, just trying stuff. There's nothing wrong with trying. Um, yeah, so basically the topic of this video is how I obtained a more prosperous, peaceful, happy, abundant life, in a world that people see as such a negative, bad energy, low vibrations. Like, how was I able to obtain such a high energy? And I'm gonna let you know pretty much everything I did in this video. But before I start, I'm gonna take a sip of my water because we gotta stay hydrated, gotta keep that skin glowing. And the only way you can do that is with water. I know the juicy juice lovers that's out there, but I'm gonna let you know the glowing skin, it comes with water. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, how I achieved a more peaceful life. So, a lot of people come to me with the questions of why am I so positive? Why? And that's actually a crazy question for somebody to ask you. Why are you so positive? I mean, what? Shouldn't you want to be? But that's besides the point. People come to me and ask, how do I remain so positive, happy, humble, confident, you know, joyful in a world that's often being negative or bad spirits, bad omen, all that. I wrote in my journal a couple key topics to why and how I keep, why I'm always smiling. Like, I don't know, I just love smiling. Like, cause look, 100% I understand. I used to be one that, used to move through life with the dark cloud over my head, with the hoodies on, didn't want to really, live in my purpose. And I don't feel like it's necessarily that you're not living in your purpose. I just think you haven't found yourself yet. And it's very real. So I wrote in my journal a couple, I love a journal. Like, hold on, before I start, let me just get into my journal that I found. How much? $3. Look at this. Make it happen. Like, come on. It doesn't get any more positive. But anyway. So, my first topic to how I obtained, my peaceful life that I, basically wanted my whole entire life, that I couldn't wait to. And I'm only 21 now, so I'm glad that I achieved it, at my age. But this is for people that could be possibly older or even younger, and they haven't found their self yet, or their peace, their purpose. My first key topic I'm gonna speak on is getting enough sleep. Well, yeah, getting enough sleep / acquiring a morning routine. So as young adults and teens and even adults, we tend to think that we're fine with only having a little bit amount of sleep. We can go a good amount of time with no sleep. It's nothing. I can sleep for 1 hour, 2 hours, and I'll be good. And that mindset is already a no, like a bad way to start your day off, and it kind of throws you off because your body needs sleep. Without sleep, your skin, like, sleep is really, I don't really know how to say it. Like, sleep is what our body needs to, it's like, basically sleeping is like a rechargeable battery. Like, our bed is literally giant rechargeable batteries, and we're a phone. So, like, yeah, so basically the point I'm getting to is get more sleep and acquire a morning routine. My morning routine consists of, like, as soon as I wake up, like, second I wake up, I thank God. Like, I thank God for allowing me to be here, allowing me to wake up with the birds, with the sun, like, allowing me to wake up with all my senses, sight, smell, taste, hearing, touch, like it just it's a gift. It's really a gift from God to be able to wake up, because you have to think, like, not to put anybody down that are isn't waking up with any of those things. You are gifted to say that you woke up with that, to be able to wake up and to be able to see the sunlight. Like, I don't think people take in enough how much of a gift that is. So yeah, try to start thanking God when you wake up. Get a morning routine. Invest in, like, you know things that make you feel good in the morning, whether that be skincare, um, fragrances, something that you like that you can get your day started. I love skincare. Like, for the longest, like, even though my skin is not 100% clear, like, I still really work really hard on my skin. So yeah, acquire a skincare. I'm not a skincare. It's not just about skincare. It's like a all around morning routine. So yeah, mine consists. I would wake up, thank God, then I would commute to the bathroom, start my morning routine with face washing, brushing my teeth, and one thing that I don't think people do enough while they're in the mirror, like, cause we love seeing ourselves. That's one thing people, like, are. I don't know if they're scared to admit it, but we love seeing ourselves, our reflections in the mirror. Like, we even love seeing ourselves in the cameras. So while you're looking at yourself in the morning in the mirrors, and applies to morning and night, start, contributing affirmations. Like, I don't think people know how important affirmations can really be to your day. Like, affirming that, okay, what's a couple of mine? Mine is, I am thankful, I am magnetic, I choose love over fear. Like, little things like that. Like, in your morning and your nighttime, adding that before you go to sleep, when you waking up first thing, it can change your whole day just like that, because I know it. For days when I don't say my affirmations, I don't know why, but you can feel the energy shift. You can feel that you feel a little blocked. It's because you didn't say your affirmations. Like, you're affirming to yourself, the universe, the heavens, the gods, whatever you believe in, that that's what you are, and that's what you are. So it's when you know and you say what you are, it's what you attract. You attract what you are, you attract what you say. I'm pretty sure a lot of people here know about manifestation. Manifestation is very real. Don't listen to nobody that tells you that it's not. So yeah, acquire a morning routine. Second, use a planner. Use a planner, a journal, a notebook. It doesn't matter. As long as you can wake up, start your day by jotting down everything you want to achieve in that day, I promise you, the day would roll by so smoothly. You will feel like you got things done if you already thought ahead of time what you wanted to get done in the day. Now, don't get me wrong, it's okay to move through life freely, free spirited. I understand. I'm a Sagittarius. Like, free spirit is in my nature, but then you can only be free spirited for so long. And when you want to reach certain goals, when you want to get to a certain level of your potential, you can only go so far being free spirit, roaming willy-nilly. Like, you have to have a vision. You have to be clairvoyant. You have to be able to see what you want for yourself and achieve those things. So yeah, this is my planner. I think it's so cute. Like, I found it at Five Below for like $5. If you know me, oh my God, hold on. But yeah, this is my planner. Like, I found it at Five Below. It's so cute. If you know me, you know I love Hello Kitty. Like, hello, kitty, hello. I love, I really love it. So, yeah, this only was $5. Like, get you a planner and a journal. It's. I promise you, it's no money whatsoever. This is my mini journal for on the go. Trust in the Lord because I give everything to God. Everything that I've done up until this point is through the grace of God. Yeah, acquire a planner, use a journal, scripting is very important. Speaking to yourself in third person, but not just speaking to yourself, speaking to God, speaking in general, like in an I am tense, like just like I was saying, it's affirmations. Always, you know, say what you're thankful for. You being able to live through your life saying what you're thankful for, I feel like is the most highest gift you can give to yourself. Like you being thankful for the things that you can say that you already have. Because I already know we're humans. Like we're good. We're good for saying, "Oh, I will really like this. I really need this. I really want this." But have you taken a second to think about the things that you already have in your life? Have you taken a second to look around and look at all the blessings that you already are blessed with? Because as somebody that came, and trust me, I've been through the hardest hardships. I'm not going to go into detail right now, but I've been through some hardships in the last 2 years. And to be where I'm at right now and where I came from is honestly a huge blessing. And I cannot thank God enough. The heavens, the universe, I cannot just thank them enough for I'm just so thankful. I have to always say I'm thankful. I have to write it down. I have to say it in my days, whether I'm seeing synchronicities. I know everybody see angel numbers. Like we see angel numbers every day. Those are synchronicities. When you see synchronicities, don't just see them and brush them off as, oh, three digit numbers back to back. Those are synchronicities. That is the angels. The angels are as close as we're getting to God on earth. He sends his angels to give us the synchronicities that we need to achieve the things that is meant for us in this lifetime. Um so yeah, say the things that you're thankful for. Say what you're grateful for, whether that be your car, even if your car isn't as good. Just say how thankful you are to be able to have a car because there is always somebody that didn't have one, or there was a time where you didn't have something like that. So you have to always constantly remind God how thankful you are for those things. Use a planner. Start scripting. Manifest is more than just saying what you want in your mind. Manifesting is, like I said, it's clairvoyant. Having a clairvoyant vision, being able to jot down, write what you want for yourself, and see the vision. That's the easiest way you'll get what you want in life. And life isn't not just about getting what you want, but it's also about giving. But the point I'm trying to make right now is journaling, scripting is the easiest form of getting what you want. There's no other way I could put it. The best way to get what you want is journaling. Number 3, don't be afraid to get dressed and take yourself on dates. Now, as somebody that's a part of Gen Z, and not even just Gen Z, as somebody in general that had real bad anxiety or really bad social skills, like I like the person I am today, I am honestly so proud to be able to say like I'm at a point where I can do things like that, because the past, you would not catch me taking myself out, whether that be breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, a trip to the thrift store, a trip to the library. Like, you would never have caught me doing that. But to say that I have the confidence now to do that is honestly unbelievable. And I'm not saying that you have to rush into it, because everybody achieves their level of confidence like that at their own time. But I'm just here to motivate you. Don't be afraid to sit at that table and eat your breakfast by yourself. Don't be afraid to go to the library and pick out books and sit in the library and read your books. Don't be afraid to go to the park and, walk with yourself. It's always an experience no matter what. There's no way you can learn yourself better than spending quality time with yourself. I know you love being with your friends. I know you love being with your family, but in the long run, nobody's gonna know you better than you. So yeah, like, get dressed, make yourself feel good. Even whether that's just you going, like I said, you're going to the park, you're going to the library. Get dressed and take yourself out. I'm telling you, it's a huge confidence boost. And when you're in the moment doing it, it honestly gives you goosebumps because you're like, wow, I wasn't able to do this before, and now for me to be able to do this, to have this confidence, and you never know. You meet all type of different people. You might think it's a self-conscious thing. It's all up in your head. You might think you're going out and people are looking at you. Oh, they're by themselves. They're not. Everybody's in their own little bubble, their own little world, doing their own little thing. So yeah, like, you being able to take yourself out and eat your breakfast, your dinner, in your own presence, learning yourself, learning what you like, what you don't like. That's all in you. So yeah, don't be afraid to do that. All right, my fourth topic: live a more physical lifestyle. I cannot stress this enough, especially for us as, you know, we're coming up in the age of social media, and there's a lot of content to consume. There's a lot of time being wasted. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand how much time goes past in a day when you're on your phone or you're just laying in your bed. Like, for example, if you wake up first thing in the morning and you get on your phone and you start scrolling TikTok, Instagram, certain things like that, like, you can peep how much time is wasted when you look at the clock and you've been scrolling videos for about an hour, 2 hours. That is a big no-no for me. I used to be one of those people, but you have to open your own eyes to things like that and see that, wow, I wasted so much time doing nothing. Because once you come out of that loop of scrolling on all the videos you want, how do you feel? You feel groggy, you feel distracted, your mind is all over the place, you have no sense of, like, awareness almost, and you're basically, it's a bad start to your morning. It's really not the way to go. Yeah, so live a more physical lifestyle, get in the gym, go for a walk. If you got pets, walk your dog. Like, I'm one, I have a dog. I'm one that, I'm not gonna lie, I went a lot of days with him not, having no physical activity. He's just laying around doing nothing, and you can see in his energy how it bothers him, and it it bothers him. He's not really feeling good. You can see he looks kind of sad, and yeah, live a more physical lifestyle. Take yourself to the gym, do more things, get active, because our lives are, we got a minimum amount of time before our bones. Like Marilyn said, when time rolls on and youth is gone and you can't straighten up when you bend, that is very real. Because once time start going and you start getting stiff and your muscles are tight, you're gonna regret that. Like, you're gonna wish you still was able to move and do the things that you did while you were still youthful. So while you're still there, get in the gym, get active, stretch when you wake up. Ooh, I cannot stress that one right there. When you wake up first thing in the morning, stretch. Stretch. Please. When you wake up, stretch. Before you go to bed, stretch. Like, one thing that I've contributed into my life is doing planks. They might seem hard at first. They're like the little 60 seconds where you're going your toes on the floor. It might seem hard at first, but over time that builds your core. It's amazing. Stretch when you wake up. And on to my fifth topic. Don't succumb to worldly addictions, whether that be social media, drugs, or alcohol. That stuff is, when they say they're addictions, they're really addictions. And as somebody that was an avid, like, green puffer every day, I can tell you that that stuff really clouds your mind. It clouds your memory, like cloud fog, fatigue, lack of memory, lack of motivation, not wanting to do anything. All of that stuff is very real, and it comes with addiction. I know if you've already, been pulled into that type of lifestyle, it can be very hard to kick it. I recently, stopped it myself. Um, but yeah, if you can, just try not to succumb to worldly addictions. They are very addicting. Like social media, like I was saying, you spend 1, 2, 3 hours scrolling on social media. I don't think people talk about enough how that is an addiction. Like that's a very serious addiction that people don't speak on enough because it's so normalized. But social media is a drug too. Like it's definitely a drug. So try it. And I know it might seem hard to, you know, not be pulled into the grasp of social media or puffing every day or even drinking things, but it's like it's all about mind over matter. We are very strong, and our minds are extremely strong. Our mind is the strongest thing on us, stronger than any muscle we can build, any skin we could tighten. Our brain is the strongest thing. So being able to have that willpower and let yourself know that I don't want to do this to myself because, for example, I for the longest would want to do social media. I wanted to, I had things that I wanted to let people know. I wanted to help people in a way, that would be positive, motivating. And I knew that puffing every day, it wasn't good for me because puffing, I would be content with doing nothing. Puffing is the devil's lettuce. Like it's basically a form of you being content with doing nothing. And that, I'm not gonna say 100% that it's just because you're doing that and it's like that. But when it gets to a point where, like I said, when it gets to an addiction state and you're doing it every single day, 5, 6, 7 times a day, because I was there. Like I was doing it that many times a day, and when I honestly could tell you that it was affecting my life in the most negative way possible, I wouldn't want to do. I would be telling myself that I wanted to make positive videos, that I wanted to make videos at all, and I wouldn't do it. I would instead puff up and hop on the game for 3, 4 hours, not even realizing how much time passed me by. And I would be like, wow. But I was content with it because I would puff again and puff into sleep and then wake up and puff and keep going. And it's like, when it's like days go on, days, weeks, and you ain't really get nothing done. So when you start, realizing that time is really passing and you haven't done anything, that really, mess with your mindset. It can guide you into a depressive state, and I know because I was there. Everything I'm telling you is all from experience. I wouldn't tell you nothing that I didn't experience, nothing that like I'm just this old holy person that's just living life on a whim and everything is perfect. That's never the case. Anything I tell you is experience. So yeah, don't succumb to worldly addictions. It can really halt your journey. Again, on to my sixth topic. Take time to get to know yourself. Take the time to find out about the things that you like and dislike about yourself, about life, about the world, about views and everything. Meditate. People often see meditation as this thing that's just you just close your eyes and you just sit there quiet. It's like it's not that simple. meditating is a state of mind. Meditating is you being able to sit in peace and, you know, dig deeper with yourself, dive into your mind and see about yourself. Like, you know, reflect on your day. Sometimes I like to meditate towards the end of the day because it's more of a reflection for me. Like, I like to reflect on my day, the day I had, the things I did, the people I met, the things I got to see, like everything. I love meditating because it's like my highest form of getting to know myself, knowing what I like. For example, I have this friend, and we met not too long ago. He was asking me questions about myself, and it wasn't nothing negative or nothing like that of that nature. But he was asking me a question that I had never been asked before, and I'm so thankful for him. He know he is. Um, but yeah, after he asked me that question, I actually took the time because I couldn't answer it. Like, I couldn't answer at the time, and it kind of weighed on me. Like, it was sitting on my mind throughout the day, throughout the evening. So I really just took a little bit of time to myself. And meditating could be 5 minutes, it can be 10 minutes, it can be 20 minutes, it can be however long you need for yourself. So yeah, basically, I took the time and I asked myself the exact same question that he asked me, but I meditated on it and took the time to be able to resolve the question and answer the question in myself. And now, like, I went back to him and I ain't gonna lie, I told him to ask me the question again, and I gave him an answer that was just so unique and, like, well thought out, that he was almost shocked that I was able to find that about myself. And it's all about meditation, being able to look in yourself and find who you are, find yourself, the things you like and you dislike. Um, yeah, it's just take time out. My seventh topic: take care of your body. As somebody, you know, I know what it's like to go on a eating whim and just eat food because it's there, or you have certain foods around you, and or people cook certain foods for you and you just eat it based off of it being there, or it's easy accessible. But if it's possible, watch the type of foods that you eat. Like, take very good care of your body, because food, a lot of people don't talk about it, but food holds energy, especially animals, plants. You know, foods can hold a lot of energy, and the food that you consume when you start your day or throughout the day can determine the type of day you'll have based off of its energy. Like, for example, I'm not again I'm not what is it? I'm not carnivore, nor am I a herbivore. I am an omnivore, but I feel like I'm moving more to pescatarian, because um my mom, we used to make things like fried pork chops and um you know, things of that nature. And it's almost like I could, after I would eat it, there would be like this feeling of dread in me. It's like as if I can feel what the animal went through. And not trying to be on the vegan, oh, you can feel animals' pain and everything, because I don't know. But I'm just going based off of what I felt. Like, after I eat, say, a piece of chicken, and I know that's an animal too, I would feel like say, like a piece of baked chicken, a little bit of white rice, I would be a little bit of content, more content, like happier mood, for dinner. Say I ate like an egg breakfast or something, I would be moving on my day a little bit more positive. But when I eat stuff like highly sugary foods, like I used to be one, like, and I know I used to be one that would eat like Pop Tarts, and I still love Pop Tarts, but I don't eat them like that. But I would be one that would eat Pop Tarts like that, Hot Pockets, Kool-Aid, just everything processed, everything low energy in there. I know they be saying the low vibrational plate, but no, like you really can feel that. Like I used to eat like 4 Hot Pockets and 2 cups of Kool-Aid just to satisfy my appetite, and that shit is really, detrimental to your health. Not just your health, but your energy levels. Like your body can feel the energy of food. Stemming back to taking care of your body, it's the food that you eat is really a good part of that, because as somebody that came from my highest weight being 293 pounds, and as of today I'm 171, and I wake up feeling amazing. Like I couldn't be more happy. Like watch the things that you put in your body, whether that be the things that you drink, the things that you eat, the snacks that you take. It's okay to have a snack every now and then, but don't let your whole diet throughout the day be snacks. Come on. And for my juicy juice girls and guys, I know y'all love the sweet sensation of a Kool-Aid, a lemonade, or a sweet tea. But I'm gonna let you know now, like that stuff is not. I'm not trying to be the typical, oh, it's not good for you. But if you're one that want to achieve more glowing skin, or focus on energy levels, being able to move, and like this, move like this, do this, get up when you wake up, jump out of bed and stretch, I advise you to be on strictly water. You can have a juice, but I'm not gonna do it. But you can have a juice every now and then. But besides that, about 98% of liquids that go in your body should be water. It's our body is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, our body is like 75% water. We need water, and not sparkling water, and um all of the juice added waters. And I know it's like, because I be in the gym and I see a lot of people with sparkling water. It's not really water. They advertise it as water because they know people want to have a more healthy drinking lifestyle, but that is not water. It's literally juice. It's just juice. Like it all has sugar. So yeah, take care of your body. Watch the things you enter in your body. My 8th topic. Don't be afraid to indulge in random conversations with people in public. And I'm not saying be oblivious to stranger danger, because that's the number one rule coming up in life, is to be able to suspect stranger danger. Stranger danger, stranger danger. Like, yes, I still live by that very much. But when people, one thing that I used to have a problem with is when people would speak to me, I would be so numb to speaking to people in public that I would almost freeze up. Like, oh my God, somebody's speaking to me in public. Like, do I engage in this conversation? Where do I want it to go? And that is a very bad mindset to have, because living by that mindset, you can really, stunt your own growth as a person, your social skills, your social connectivity skills, like being able to speak to people, just, yeah, like being able to speak to people in public. I just feel like it's a very good skill to have, because there's nothing more powerful than your words. And if you give off that you can't hold a simple conversation with people in public, they're gonna feel that in the moment while you're speaking, and they're gonna understand, like, okay, they can't speak to me right now. But as your life, y'all leave each other's lives and you go on, you're gonna remember how you had a hard time talking to that person, and it's gonna affect you negatively next time you attempt to speak to somebody else. And you're like, oh my God, somebody's speaking again. I hope I don't freeze up again. You're already programming yourself with those thoughts that you're gonna speak bad. You're gonna not be able to hold a conversation. It's very easy. Somebody asks you how you doing, how was your day so far, how was your weekend? Don't freeze up. I promise you, it's not as deep as you think it is. Just be able to tell people, be able to speak to people in a way where you're you're talking to them. You know, you're really good at talking to them, but you don't have to pour out your everything and give them your whole everything just because they asked how your weekend was. Just be able to conversate with people because honestly, you never know who you're speaking to. You could be speaking to the president of the United States in disguise. You could be speaking to the prince of Saudi Arabia, something that want to scoop you up, but you never know. And you being able to communicate is the most powerful thing that you can contribute into your life. Like that should make you a star, almost damn near if you're not already. You know, yeah. Be able to talk to people in public. I promise you, it's not as hard as you think it is. Like for example, I was at the store yesterday and there was this girl. Oh my god, her eyebrows was 10 out of 10 flawless, and I just kept looking at them, and I just was like, there was no way I can walk out of here without letting her know how good her eyebrows was. So as we was leaving out, I had to stop her. I was like, I'm sorry, like, and you don't have to approach people very aggressively. You can because people can feel energy, people can feel aura, and I know that because I have another story for that. I'm gonna let y'all know. Um, so I went up to her and I was like, I don't mean to, taking away from your time because I believe she was working. I said I don't want to have to. I don't um mean to take away from your time, but I just had to let you know how flawless your eyebrows was, and the way her eyes lit up, it almost was like she had seen God Himself, and it was just so beautiful seeing that smile on her face. I couldn't do nothing but smile back, and in return, she had complimented me. She complimented my jewelry, and that also made me feel good. So you see how there's a mutual connection of how you can make each other feel good, and who knows if you ever see each other again. But in that moment, you'll remember how somebody gave you that compliment of something, as simple as your eyebrows. And moving on in life, you can, you see, like, you can have confidence in yourself. So yeah, don't be afraid to speak to people. It's I promise you, it's not as deep as you think it is. And one thing that I had to stop is going in stores in public, unless it's the gym, with AirPods on. That is a big turn off for me now. Like, as somebody that, and my mom, she always, back when I was about 17, 18, my mom would always tell me, like, why are you always coming to the store with AirPods on? And she didn't understand it at the time. Like, my confidence was in my music. I hate to say that, but my confidence was in my music. So having AirPods on, not hearing my surroundings, people speaking to me, not hearing it, that was a bad start to my social skills, and I had to really learn that and get out of that habit. So yeah, if you see me in public, you will not see me with AirPods in unless I'm at the gym or I'm probably at the park in a setting where I'm all alone, and I'll most likely have them very low because I love to hear the sounds of nature. Like, I love hearing sounds. Like, wearing AirPods for so long, it makes you understand how much you like hearing natural sounds of the earth, beautiful things. And if you do wear your AirPods in public, try at least limit it to one and don't have it blasting all the way up. I know people like to do the, oh, I wonder if they can hear my music. Do they like my music because it's so loud? No, they don't. They don't care. They don't. So yeah, if you can't not wear your AirPods, at least wear one and keep it low so you can hear people and be able to contribute to real life conversations that's happening in that current moment. So yeah, we kind of getting through. We moving a little quick. Um, my ninth topic. Remember, Karma. She is always watching and always ready to humble somebody when they're, you know, trying to go above her power. always remember that everything you put out in the world is what you receive. So if you're one that, move with hate, negativity, anger, and you push that onto the world around you, random people, you're angry, you're driving your car, you're beeping your horn for somebody that make a simple mistake, something as simple as not seeing the red light and it's been green for like a second and a half, and you already beeping, beep, beep, beep. That's just negative. Like, um, somebody working, say you're in a store, you're working a cash register, um, and they're not as skilled as somebody that's moving just like this, and you have a negative demeanor, you look angry, you're frowning, you're you're saying sneak little remarks under your breath and stuff. Like, just think how that makes that person feel, especially if they have social anxiety or they're not one that's good with working with people. For them to be able to be in that field of work to try to, make money for themselves, it can be hard, because I was one. I'm blessed to say that I'm in a better job now, that I don't have to deal with being in such a social setting, but I still feel for 100% of the people, because I had that experience and I know what it felt like to have people always watching you with angry eyes, and they're wondering why you're moving at a certain pace, and the social anxiety and not being able to, it's very real, because me, like I said, my highest weight was 293, and it can get hot. So um for so many people to be like saying sneaky things and you're shy, social anxiety, I would sweat. So like on top of the sweating and the hearing the remarks, I just couldn't do it. It was one day I literally just walked out and I told him, I'm sorry, like I can't. Please put me in the back. I'll stop. I'll do anything, but please do not make me come in contact with those people, because people be so nasty, and there's no reason for you to be so nasty when you're waiting in line to have your stuff checked out. So yeah, remember to always just move. Whatever you put out is gonna come back to you. So always try to move with a positive energy, a clear aura. Like, just try to be, happier. Move gracefully. When someone is struggling with a little bit something, be understanding, because people, we're all human. Just because some people are in better positions than others does not make them any less of a person than you are. Um, so yeah, just be. That's my biggest thing. Be understanding. Be open minded. Be like, I can't find better words for it. Be that. Like, be understanding and open minded. It's not everybody is top of the top, confident, and they can, when you're dishing your negative energy to them, they can just take it like that. It's no. And if you make someone feel that way, that should make you feel bad. And for the people that can make people feel bad, and because I'm an empath, but for people that can make people feel bad and not feel nothing about it and just go on about their day, when you not feeling anything in that moment, does not mean it won't come back to you, because karma, she is always ready to snatch that rug right from up under you, and she will come. So watch what you put out, because it will come back to you. Yeah. My 10th topic. Acquire some hobbies. Like, this kind of stems back to what I was saying, to take yourself out on dates, the library, the park, things like that. Like, give yourself hobbies. Find out what you like doing, because if you're someone, excuse me, if you're one that just stays home and scroll social media, play your game, those are comfortable hobbies. Like, those are okay hobbies, but they're not like mind stimulating hobbies. Do things that's outside of your comfort zone, your element, your home. Me, I recently, not recently, but I've been recently going a lot to the library, and I've been picking up some really good books. I've been reading a lot lately. For somebody that hasn't, for example, before this last year, I haven't read a book probably since fifth grade, and I was so sad with myself that I hadn't read in so long, and I could see that it was affecting me in that way. Like me not reading for so long, you can see it had affect my reading skills, my my conversation skills, certain words that I almost forgot existed. I would use easy, simple words like the way I spoke. It was almost disgusting. Like I would say, like I'm not even gonna get into it, but but ever since I started reading again, I found myself more articulate. I'm using words that has great stimulating, like I'm using stimulating words with, the same meaning as basic words, but it's more mind stimulating when you can have a conversation and you're using a more progressed word. Like it's almost beautiful. So for example, some books I picked up at the library and I've been reading is this is one of them. This is The Power of Thank You by what's her name? Joyce Meyer. This book right here, I'm almost done. 10 out of 10 already. I'm not even finished with it, but 10 out of 10. The Power of Thank You. There is nothing you can be like. There is nothing you should be more in this world than thankful and grateful. Another book. Humble by Daryl Van Tongeren. He's actually a doctor. He has his PhD. So this is a book that speaks on remaining humble in a world that's really narcissistic and toxic, and that thrives off of egocentric demeanors. Like, stay humble because you never know. That's why I like dating, not dating, but referring back to what I was saying about karma. If you're not humble and if you can't humble yourself, she's gonna snatch that rug from under your feet, and you is when you least expect it too. You'll be in a position where you're at your high and you think you're just everything. You think you're the most flawless being, and everything about you is perfect, and you just treat everybody nasty because you feel like you're just so up here and everyone's just so down here. You're gonna get humbled in the worst way, and you're gonna have to relearn, being humble. And once she see that you've learned, she's gonna allow you to rebuild yourself. So always remain humble in times like this. So acquire some hobbies. Maybe you like painting. Maybe you like swimming. It's kind of cold right now, so nobody's swimming. Maybe you like me. Like, I like going to the library. Like, a lot of people around me, they almost be surprised when I say, "What? You like going to the library? You actually read books?" They be like, "The only time I go to the library is when I use the computer." And I'm just like, okay, like, yes, I do like reading. I do like learning things besides being able to easily learn on my phone or on a computer with the quick, simple second of Google. It's like, are you really learning? Because after that term, after that search, it could be a couple months. You probably won't remember that you searched that up. But you read a good book that really affected you internally, you'll remember that book for so long. I'm so serious. So yeah, find you some good hobbies. Trust in the Lord, because I give everything to God. Everything that I've done up until this point is through the grace of God. I used to be blocked, and now, like, I'm really open to things, and I could just only give the grace to God, because without Him, I don't know if I would have been at such a confident state in my life. And yeah, I'm moving through life very happy. Um, so yeah, that kind of concludes the video. That's basically how I live, or not saying live. That's basically how I built my peaceful life. How I've done things to reroute my way of thinking, my lifestyle, being able to, do things, because I used to be one that was clouded with mind fog and just saw the world so negative, didn't want to speak to people, walk outside, my hoodie on, my AirPods in, black hoodie, don't speak to me demeanor, like not open at all. And now that I've changed all of that, people would literally come to me and would be like for example, I was where was I? I think I was at Burlington the other day, and this girl came up to me and she was like, "We probably will never see each other in our life again, but there's just something about you, like your aura, it's just so pure, and your energy, it attracted me to you. I seen you from way as soon as you walked in the store, and I couldn't do nothing but smile. So I was just like, really? She's like, yes. Like I don't know. It's just something about you. You really emulate a shining aura, and I just couldn't do nothing but say thank you, because like I kind of could, I can only feel my own aura, but you don't really know when other people can feel your aura. You can see people looking at you, but you really can't determine if they're looking at you negatively or positively. That's all about perception, and that's one thing that a lot of us really deal with. And I had to learn that you have to be able to take how people perceive you. Not take. That's the wrong word. You have to not care how people perceive you, whether they look at you with good intentions or bad intentions. You have to not care. You have to not care about being perceived by anyone, because living in your truth is the only way to true happiness, true success, true joy, true peace, true abundance, true prosperity. Like, this is just the way of life. And yeah, that her saying that really did make my day. I went through the whole day with happiness. I it really does something to you. So just move happy, move peacefully. Watch what you, and another thing, back to consuming. Watch what you consume, and when I say that, that doesn't just mean food. That also means imagery, music, because a lot of music now is very low vibrational, and a lot of the popular music right now is low vibrational, and people don't speak on that enough. So watch the things that you consume, because it can contribute to your energy as well. A lot of these artists, they're successful based off of the energies that they receive from their audience, and they know that whether they're making good or bad music, it's affecting their listeners in a way. So me, I listen to more open music, more Erica Badu, Janae Aiko, um, Frank Ocean. I recently started listening to Destin Conrad. He is 10 out of 10. I recommend you go listen. Um, oh, and there's this YouTuber. She's not really a big singer, but she's like a YouTube singer, a healer, a spiritual singer. Her name is Chantress Seba. Best singer I ever heard in my life. Go give her a listen. Go subscribe to her. And just, yeah, that really concludes the end of this video. I hope y'all like it, and I hope y'all contribute a good amount of what I said into your daily life and daily aspect, because achieving peace is not as hard as you think it is. It's very, very simple, and it's all about patience, trusting yourself, trusting God, and just moving with love in your heart, and just being guided by divine spirits that's here to show you good, and not the ones that's here to disturb your journey, throw you off course, and guide you down the wrong path, because they are also watching. The monitoring spirits, they're very real. So yeah, just take care. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe because it honestly helps me. And this being my first video, I am surprised that I was able to do as well as I did, and I'm very thankful. So if you enjoyed, like and subscribe.